Hi everybody, welcome to Crypto News. Today is Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. The first piece of information I want to look at today comes from Eric Balchunas. Eric Balchunas is the senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg. Many people basically take what he says about ETF launch dates and all that pretty much as kind of a very, very reliable source. So he says, a hearing SEC finally got back to the issuers today, asking them to return final S1s on Wednesday and then request effectiveness on Monday after close for a Tuesday, July 23rd launch. This has provided no unforeseeable last-minute issues, of course. So it looks like, seems like basically crypto Twitter has taken this as more or less the date when the Ethereum ETF will launch. So again, I think that in the really long run, I don't think the crypto market in the moment effectively, I just don't think the cryptocurrency market is efficient. It's just, it doesn't take all information, it doesn't seem to take the information into account that it, in my opinion, it should, which again that's basically why you would want to be in the cryptocurrency market, or a possible reason why. If it is an inefficient market, that means there's opportunities for the small investor to see those inefficiencies and take advantage of them. So in the long run, there's just the fact that we have a Bitcoin and now an Ethereum ETF is going to be obviously a positive development in Ethereum and the long-term price of Ethereum if you just zoom out and take that long-term view. So it looks like next Tuesday will be the launch date. Next piece of information comes from Token Terminal. Token Terminal, I don't know if they did this interview with Chris Burniske. I'm not sure, but Token Terminal again is one of my it's a great follow on Twitter. It's a great source of data. They are very fundamentals oriented. I'm going to play this little clip from Chris Burniske. Chris Burniske has been in a public figure in cryptocurrency for quite some time. I think Paradigm is his VC firm. I used to really follow him closely. He has been very involved in Solana in the last couple of years, and that's just not an ecosystem that I've really gone into or followed, but I thought this take from him was pretty good, so I'm going to play this clip.
Structure such that it appreciates over time. Look at crypto as an asset class. There are probably fewer than 50 long-term investable assets. And I mean like investable, like buy this thing and hold it for 10 years. Because investable, at least for me, with how I was trained, is it has fundamentals that are going to drive the flows consistently within the market structure such that it appreciates over time, if all else things being equal. When you look at crypto as an asset class,
all right, for some reason that looks to be stuck on like ×2 mode or something. But basically so his claim is that there's less than 50 investable assets in the sense that they have fundamentals in this, in the sense of volume and revenue creation, fundamentals that aid towards the token price, that logically get funneled in a way to talk about that is tokenomics, or the way in which it's structured, that the fundamentals help the fundamental value of the token. So of the thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of tokens, there's new tokens launched every day for any conceivable reason. I don't know that there's less than 50, but there's a very, very small subset of those tokens that have fundamentals that actually drive the price. And again, tokens can go up and down without having that fundamental revenue and tokenomics set in a way to affect it. I mean, it can go up and down with attention. You don't necessarily need fundamentals, but in the long run, if you really zoom out and you're a long-term investor, if you're looking at 5 or 10 years, to me, you want those logical flows to the tokenomics set in a way that actually increase the price of the token naturally and logically versus just having attention for a moment. So it is also the case, though, that when the market goes up, everything kind of goes up. So if we do get a little run here and crypto goes up, the entire tide kind of lifts everything. So some of those fundamentals can also help random projects as well. But that's my focus in my own personal investing, is to find those subset of tokens that have real uses, that solve a fundamental problem, that and they have the tokenomics set to value the token. But everybody's got their own take on things, their own investment strategy. All right, next piece of information comes from Redphone at Redphone Crypto. Redphone Crypto is mostly in the Bitcoin. He's across the board. He doesn't do too much in ETH anymore, but Redphone Crypto is a guy who's been around for a very long time, very good follow on Twitter. He says the merger of AI and blockchain will create economic entities beyond our wildest imagination. And I just think that this is an interesting idea, that as AI continues to grow and become more advanced, you are going to see AI use cryptocurrency, right? You can have AI agents that are set to, there's going to be all kinds of AI agents that are basically just like, different versions of people, market participants that are set to grow investments, right? And or do all kinds of things. And if AI is going to use anything to make economic transactions, it makes by far and away the most sense that AI is going to use crypto. Crypto rails for moving value. It's a market that's open, that they can plug into at any time, 24/7, 365. I can't imagine AI using kind of other traditional ways. An AI is not going to go open a bank account at Wells Fargo or U.S. Bank, and well, first of all, they're not a physical entity. So I think that's going to be an interesting piece to watch as AI continues to develop. Piece of this too that caught my attention the other day. This is from Balaji a couple days ago. He says, this is conceptually interesting. AI workers are in your Slack. They talk like humans, kind of. They have memories. They feign personalities. They have monthly salaries. They can talk to each other. They work semi-autonomously, kind of. They do respond to feedback. And he's referencing this. I think people are thinking that this LinkedIn post was from an AI. So sometimes the language that AIs produce is... Sometimes you can tell it's from an AI. So, we can create meaning out of the language that AI is producing. It's still not to the point where, for the most, it is getting very close to where you won't be able to tell. But I think this is an interesting concept where you could have a remote worker potentially be an AI bot. I could create an AI bot that applies for jobs remotely, that requires, uses it. We are getting to the point where you could conceivably do that. You do a phone interview, you have the AI use a generated voice. It doesn't seem like we're that far from having AIs like basically be able to trick. I can set an AI to get a bunch of different jobs, collect the money and put it into an account, and maybe I've got all of course you're going to have AI bots working against AI bots. So I think the way I see that is basically just like a bunch of humans who are, market participants and competing for different things. But we are getting to the point where you're going to have AIs as part of a team, and maybe the team wouldn't even know it if it's all remote. So all that to say, I think there is a synergy between AI and cryptocurrency. I believe that will be a synergistic relationship. I think both will help each other. The issue of AI sentience is one that I'm kind of fascinated by. I don't know that there is ever going to be an answer for that, to tell that an AI is a sentient being. I mean, you can't technically prove that anything outside of your own consciousness is... You can't prove that the person next to you is a sentient being beyond a doubt. And so you're never going to be able to prove that an AI is sentient. Anyways, that's kind of a separate topic. But I think AI and crypto together will be a very fascinating thing to watch. I haven't done any investing in AI. I don't own any NVIDIA or any other. The AI token that I guess is more of a graphics token, but Render. There was another one recently that people were interested in, an AI crypto token, but AI I think is probably in its little bubble. It's a very interesting play to watch these new, like a new market, an emerging technology go through its bubble phase and crash 90% and then see what's real there, who the market leaders are. I haven't done enough research into AI. I've seen some of the things coming out of OpenAI, especially some of the graphics and the video that come out of the OpenAI project. But I do think as an investment strategy to watch emerging technologies, watch it go through its bubble, and then see who the market leaders are, who the kind of the blue chips are after that crash would be very similar to what crypto has done. Would be a good long-term investment strategy even outside of crypto. But again, I haven't done a ton of my own research into AI or AI stocks. All right, last piece I want to look at today comes from Uniswap Labs. It says, say goodbye to pop-ups and hello to the sidebar. Uniswap extension is now available for everyone. So it looks like Uniswap has a pop-up wallet, or sorry, not a pop-up wallet, an extension wallet. So you get the Uniswap extension in your Google Chrome, and you're using their wallet. And this is less about Uniswap. I haven't been as much of a fan of Uniswap. Has the brand, Uniswap has been around forever. I'm not a huge fan for a couple reasons. Partly, I guess, because I'm invested in a competitor, but they do have the brand. I think the bigger piece that's interesting to me about this is it feels like we are getting we are getting close to the point where the UX of crypto is going to feel more natural for people, right? If you have an extension and a wallet, it's going to be, people are going to have apps on their phones, wallets on their phones. You are, over these last 2-3 years of building, it seems like this wave, we are getting to the point where your average Joe is going to be comfortable using like the Uniswap wallet or something along those lines. So I think that's a good sign for the industry. The easier, the slicker everything is. I haven't done a lot with Base, Coinbase's blockchain, but or the Coinbase wallet, but some people point to that as being very user friendly as well. I still use some of the old school stuff, I guess, but I think this is good for just a sign that it doesn't. It seems like this wave is going to be, or at least getting better. I'm not sure how close we are to like your average person using crypto or taking out a loan in crypto or using some of those products. But we are taking steps towards that, and I think it's just a matter of time and a matter of who creates it. So there'd be something to check out. I don't have this extension. Again, I use for my trades, I use CowSwap. Eventually, all these front ends are probably going to aggregate each other, although even competitors, it already happens where CowSwap will use Uniswap when it's the best route. I don't know that Uniswap does that with other. I don't know that Uniswap aggregates other DEXs or AMMs, but so all right. Anyways, we got the ETF coming next Tuesday, and those were the interesting pieces of my feed that I saw today. So if you like the content, you can like, subscribe, or leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next one.